Hey, everybody. I'm by myself. This part's always the worst. I don't know what to say. I'll just wait for you guys to get here. Tonight, I am watching the fourth episode of Mayor of Easttown, and two of my requests. It's going to be another Timeless episode and another Merlin episode. So, a lot of you guys don't know about that. But yeah, got a lot of filming to do tonight, but I got to get ready, which is what I do every time. So I figured I'd jump on and chat since, it's been a while. The last one was really fun. I know, Tommy, thank you. I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, haven't had a haircut since pre-pandemic and, cut my own bangs, and that's pretty obvious sometimes. But I was like, it's time. Lewis, really? Yes, someone got another Merlin in there. I knew you'd be happy about that. So, yeah, that's what I've got on tab tonight. But, just finished season 7 of Supernatural. Like I said, I haven't done a live in a while. And since I've started the new Patreon tier. So, lots of TV stuff going on in my world right now. Hey, Karen, Lewis, you guys, Tommy. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you. I really like it. It will never look like this again. The first day you get your hair cut, they've got it styled. So the curl that's there is not really going to be a normal situation. But I like it. It's very cute. Hey, Demon Smoke, what's up? So yeah, I got to get ready. Lots of filming. 3 episodes a night is no joke, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. I know a lot of you guys are not watching Mayor of Easttown, but even if you don't watch my reactions, I highly recommend that show. If you like murder mystery, get into this show. Do you think Kate Winslet's an amazing actress? Get into this show. It's so good. And it's like 7 episodes. But I am super jazzed about it. Demon Smoke, I am doing great. Got my hair cut. About to watch some reaction videos. Or film reaction videos. So yeah, it's a good day. Thank you, Lewis. Melissa, I'm doing great. Right? I love a murder mystery, guys. It's so good. Hi, Leah. So we're going on like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months now with doing the request here. How do you guys think it's going? It's a lot of work, extra work, but I'm enjoying it. Watching some shows I wouldn't have necessarily ever started watching. So it's been good. And of course, I love my Supernatural fan content videos. They're the highlight of my month. And you guys are really liking those. Like those videos get just as much, if not sometimes more views than my episode reactions, which I'm not gonna lie, guys, hurts my feelings a little bit. Not really, Of course, everybody's gonna watch the Cast Comes Back episode. But you know what? If I gotta watch Penny Whistle's Magical Menagerie, so do y'all. It's part of my journey. You better watch it. Thank you, Melissa. Has anyone requested any more of the Fosters? They haven't. I think the person who requested that is more interested in me just seeing a bunch of different pilots, which is fine. The one drawback to watching shows once a month is it's hard to remember because it's been so long since the last episode. So, someone just recommending a pilot is, I'm okay with that too. So yeah, usually I watch Mayor and then request on Sunday, but I've got something to do tomorrow night. So I figured I'd do it today. It will not be posted tonight. I am not editing tonight, but I'm going to get the watching of it done. And then I'll upload it tomorrow before I got to go do something. Lewis, you're surprised that no one has requested Good Omens so far. I've I would not mind if someone requested that because it is one show that I've been wanting to watch. Um, and it fits into like the supernatural stuff. So I'd be here for that, but I'm not starting anything new other than what I've got planned because baby, let me tell you, I am full of TV shows right now. Demon Smoke, your Supernatural and X-Files reactions are awesome. Thank you so much. I will let Emily know as well. We have so much fun reacting to that together. Aubrey, has anyone requested Outlander? Highlander, I'm watching Highlander, but Outlander, no. And I've not seen Outlander. It's not something that's been requested or something I'm going to start anytime soon. Just because I've got so much planned, it's hard to fit new stuff in. If anything gets fit in, it's because of the requests. Melissa, SPN fam is so big and amazing. I know Supernatural fandom has welcomed me in, and I've felt so welcomed. And I'm so excited for season 8. Woo-wee, they set up some interesting stuff with Purgatory. Danny, so far, have you liked season 6 of Once Upon a Time more than last season? Yeah, it wouldn't have taken much. But yeah, I am. The episode I just watched, in fact, I really liked when all the twist came about with Hyde and Jekyll. That was quite interesting. Yeah, I'm excited for what they set up. And hello, hi Jasmine, hi Aladdin. Literally what I've wanted to see most in the show. So it seems like we're getting to some good stuff here with season 6. Melissa, Highlander is awesome. Actually, Highlander is one of my favorites that I've watched. It's just that 90s goodness. It's just of a time, and I'm having a lot of fun with that one. Lewis, speaking of the new tier, does Patreon adjust the new price or do we have to do something? Thank you for bringing that up. Like I've had planned this past month, I really wanted to stick to my schedule this month, and I have. I've been very proud of myself. But next month, I am going up to the $5 bottom tier and then $10 for the Patreon, which I don't feel great about, but I am doing so much work. And, all the other reactors have their like tier at 5. So I don't feel like it's that out of the question. But if I have to lose some, I'm sorry to see you go. Maybe, if it is just a financial thing, just save up some or do whatever you want. But just give it a little bit of time and then like let me build up a library and then you can come back for a month. Whatever you got to do. But I feel like I have to, or I'm not valuing my time. Rose, thank you for the comment. I'm really liking my hair. I feel so much. I feel like a weight's been lifting off. The long hair was really dragging me down. A new haircut's always fun. Aubrey, you should be excited for season 8. It's one of my favorites. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And you know what? With so many people saying, oh, season 7's my least favorite. If that's your least favorite, then I'm really excited for the rest of my run because I like season 7. Sue me, but I liked it. It's certainly not a favorite. But, season 7 of Buffy is not my favorite season either. So not everything can be season 4 and 5. Okay. Ola, I love watching your Once Upon a Time reactions and your love for Regina is just what I need in my life. Look, I love her. She's come so far. Watching her redemption, so proud of her. I just want good things to happen to her now that, the evil queen stuff has got me worried, finding out what we just found out, but I believe in her. Kate, like my videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate you enjoying them. Lewis, I saw your comment. Um, I, you know what? Season 5 kind of, it didn't sour me on Once Upon a Time. It's just like, oh, this was a season that is gonna be my least favorite. I mean, I don't know how season 6 and season 7 are gonna go, but 5 was just not for me, and it had felt like it was a little bit of time before I was, like, fully enjoying an episode, but the last episode that I just watched, Once Upon a Time, I just fully enjoyed. I loved everything they did. Oh, drop a comment if you watch more than just one of my shows. Like, shout out to you guys. Y'all are the realest. Like, I get it if you're just here for Supernatural or how's the video? It's pretty grainy on my end. I'm using my laptop computer because I don't know how to do it with my phone. I mean, I do, but it's complicated. Um, what was I saying? Loving your my X-Files reactions. Emily and I both say thank you. Melissa, thank you for, liking my hair. Karen, yes, I bet the shorter hair is going to be easy and nice in hot weather. Absolutely. And easier to like fix. Blow drying that amount of hair I had. God, I'm too low maintenance for that shit. But I was also really lazy about going to get a haircut. I say I'll just trim my own bangs. Melissa, Roswell, I loved Dustin asking about Roswell. Yes, I watched it when it was airing. Like I was a WB stan at that time. Michael and Maria. And if you are a fan of Roswell, or they're trying to do like not a reboot, but a show with Mahendra Delfino and Brendan Fair. And I've supported them. I've donated to them because they're trying to get a pilot made. And so I fucking love Roswell. I could talk to you about that all day. Let's see. Danny, the weird thing is that people had issues with the underworld plot rather than the Camelot where you had issues with. Yeah, going back and thinking about it, I really did like the first half. I just didn't like what they led to. I don't like what they did with Emma, but I enjoyed a lot of it. And the underworld stuff I liked, but I also think they could have done more with that. Like, you had the opportunity to bring Pan back into the equation. Come on, he's your best villain. The best reveal of that show. Come on. Aaron, wait, where am I? Is that, I do look a little different right now. Melissa, Regina does have it hard. I agree. And some people can never forgive her for what she did. And that's also valid. I just have enjoyed the redemption journey with her and I support her. So that's what it is. You all, if you've watched my reactions, you remember season 1. I hated Regina. So it was a real full circle moment with her with me. Any idea when for the first episode of Supernatural season 8 comes out? Yeah, I have a schedule now. So my wrap up is going to be Tuesday. So that would be the first episode would be on Friday. And I am sticking to my schedule so far. If you guys are only on YouTube, on Patreon, I post a schedule now. This is a new thing of what I think my month is going to look like. And this was the first month I did it, and I've stuck to it the whole month. So I'm very proud of myself. I do I post the date that I film, not necessarily when I upload, because usually I film later in the evening. And by the time I get them uploaded and stuff, sometimes it doesn't get uploaded till the next day, but I've stayed on it. I'm very proud of myself. Lewis, yes, must have felt down with the twist on season 5A and the lost potential of 5B. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I didn't hate it. I was just frustrated by it. But a lot of shows are like that. Sometimes you get far enough into a show, you're like, please just don't ruin the characters. Let's finish out this show and not ruin the characters. So, and that happens with some shows. It's just a journey. Television is a journey, but the journey is worth it. Even if I don't like any more of Once Upon a Time, I'm still going to like watching it overall. So the first 4 seasons that I really liked were enough for me. But I have high hopes for season 6. Melissa, Dina's such a puppy. You know what? He hasn't gotten along with dogs that well in the show. But yeah, I can say that. Where is my blush? I think it's behind the computer. Okay, Lewis, I know you watch like a bunch of my shows, and I just appreciate that more than you know. Like, it's so awesome that you've discovered me off of one show and you're like, hey, I like what she thinks about TV shows. Let's check out some of the other shows that she watches. I really appreciate that. Even if you don't watch the reactions to the other shows, like if I like, hey, I'm fully recommending Mayor of Easttown. Check it out. 7 episodes. Like, watch it. It's so good. Murder mystery. Which is why I've been happy that I've started my day where I watch shows that I choose, which, I've appreciated all the shows that you guys have introduced to me through the requests, but also there are shows that I really want to watch. And I tend to really like prestige television. Some of my favorite shows, I mostly talk about genre shows. Obviously with Buffy being my favorite show and Supernatural now being in that pantheon for me. But some of my favorite shows are in Lost. I would put Lost up there too. But some of my prestige type favorite shows are The Wire. The Wire is fucking incredible. Everyone should watch The Wire. It's on HBO. Breaking Bad. I have not watched The Sopranos. I know that's another big, like, considered one of the best shows of all time. But mobster shit, it's just really not for me. But I'm really excited watching Mare, and then I think the next show I'm going to watch is I May Destroy You, which has gotten a lot of praise, and I'm really excited to see what Michaela has done. Okay. Melissa, hate for poor Killian though. I don't hate him. He's just there for me. He's just not interesting to me. I'm sorry. A lot of people are like, I know you loved Neil, but give him a chance. I'm like, it has nothing to do with Neil. I don't care that Emma didn't end up with Neil. I loved Neil for multiple reasons that had nothing to do with Emma. It's really not that. They made him too good too fast. Like I've never believed his badness as much as they try to say it. But I don't hate him. I'm just not that interested in him. Lewis, oh yeah, the best reveal was Pan. Absolutely. That shit, woo, that got me. I was floored. I would have so good. And I just really liked the Wonderland story. Ooh, I'm laying it on thick. See, this is what happens when I do these. I put on way too much blush. That's what happens when I get to talking. Melissa, Killian is your spirit animal. I get it. I know he's popular, but I just can't be disingenuous and say, oh yeah, I really like him. And I like him. I just don't love him. He's not my favorite character. But I appreciate and respect that if he is your favorite character. And I try not to say anything too negative. I just, no one gets mad when I don't say I don't profusely love David, but no one has a problem with that. Pudding, how dare you? Dean, that was so ridiculous. Pudding, I cannot. Lewis, you'll be reacting to the bloopers on the same day as the wrap up. Yes, I will. That has been my routine, and I like sticking to what I've done in the past. And they're always such a good time. And now I know them so much better now because of watching so much of the behind the scenes stuff, Lewis, which of which you are a part of because you have sent me so many of those, which I so love. So yeah, the bloopers will be even that much more funny to me because I know their personalities a lot more now. Deanna or Deanna, I'm sorry on pronunciation. Also, guys, if you want to put your pronouns in here, totally do that. I don't want to misgender anybody. Watch the SPN reactions as well as all the Marvel shows and some X Files. My favorite are a lot of people love the Supernatural cons. I get it. I love I love seeing the actors that portray my favorite characters, and everyone seems really nice, and they all get along, and they're really funny and irreverent, and will just go there and have a good time with the fans. And I just really appreciate that kind of stuff. Melissa, you love Hyde. I do too now. I have a whole new appreciation for him now that we just saw what we saw in episode, what was it, 4? Rose, you only watch Supernatural and Supernatural related videos. That's fine. That is fine. You know, everybody's got lives. Everybody has, a finite amount of time to do what they want and need to do in life. So if you're only here for that one thing, that is fine. Supernatural is a great fucking show. Melissa, you hate network BS. Yeah. Network TV it's a formula, and I know how it works. I've seen many, many, many a network show. But now with streaming and the cable shows like from HBO and stuff like that, it's just really expanded what a TV show can be. So yeah, I have love for a lot of different types of television. Danny, how do I film my videos? Do you record the episode before you film, then insert during editing? Usually I have a download of the episode of which I watch. Some shows I screen record if I don't have a download, but screen recording is so annoying because I do it on my laptop and it overheats when you screen record because it's doing so much, and you can hear the fan and then my camera picks it up. So sometimes I use like an ice pack under my computer, but I prefer to have a download of it. And then once I watch it, I combine the downloaded episode and I put it on top of my reaction. So, and then I sync it up, and that takes a little bit of time to get it synced up, but that's the process. Just watch your Supernatural season 7 finale reaction. It's still weird rooting for Meg. I agree. I can't help but like her. I like anybody who's kind of helping us, and I don't exactly know if they're fully on our side or not. And I don't fully trust her yet, but I do trust that she likes Castiel. Maybe that won't be enough, but she has some sort of affection for him. And, I can relate. And she's been around for so long. Like, remember old Meg? Gosh, who knew her character was going to be still kicking after all this time? What was the scariest episode of Supernatural? I feel like I've thought about this recently, and I couldn't really think of anything. I don't think the show scares me that bad. They don't do I usually get scared by like jump scares, like demons and stuff don't freak me out or anything like that. And the show doesn't really do jump scares. So what are some of y'all's favorite scary episodes? Nothing comes to mind right away. Melissa, Xena was incredible. Xena was incredible. That is also a show I watched as it was airing. And that was a show I did not get to see every episode of man, what TV watching was so different back in the day. I'm so old. But yeah, if you missed an episode, there was no rewind or record the episode or find it online. It was, well, you missed the episode. Maybe they'll pick that episode to replay in the summer, but they don't even replay all of them. So it was tough. It was tough out here. Getting, like, if I had a volleyball game, getting my grandparents to tape a VHS recording of the Buffy episode on that night. It was a real struggle out here, guys. Karen, I will probably binge your Mare reactions midway through and then at the end. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Oh man, you're gonna like it. I really like it. Every episode, I'm like, oh shit, and then I think it, they're not gonna give you who did it, but everything that they keep revealing has been so entertaining and intriguing. I'm like, oh shit, it's just really good. It's gonna win some Emmys for sure for a limited series. And Kate Winslet is a force of an actor, so I've really, really liked it. And 7 episodes, you can't go wrong with that. Demon Smoke, your reactions to X-Files give me flashbacks when I just want to watch. It gives you flashbacks. That's great. Because, I've watched reaction videos, and watching someone experience Buffy for the first time is always really special to me. So I totally get that. And I'm glad that you can get that from Emily and my experience. Because we really do have appreciation for what the show is, when it was made, the actors, what its TV legacy has brought. Supernatural owes so much to what X-Files did. Completely. There's so much similarity behind the scenes, like a bunch of the crew members. A lot of the homage episodes that Supernatural has done has been for the X-Files. It's just really cool. Really, really cool. Karen, The Wire is awesome. Oh my God. Season 3 and 4 of The Wire are probably the best seasons of television that have ever been done. Ever. Ever. And, the theme of season 7 of Supernatural being, look at America, look in the mirror, America. The Wire is a snapshot of a time, of a place in America. And it's a really important snapshot, and that I think more people need to see. So, highest of recommendations for The Wire. Omar, incredible character. Melissa, Buffy was so hard on the cast. Girl, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Oh, God, that behind the scenes. I still keep up with Sarah Michelle. And that show will always hold just a very particular part of my heart. But man, that behind the scenes disaster. Melissa, you love Neil. Can relate to that. God, he's amazing. He was so interconnected with so many characters. There was just I just wanted more, especially I wanted more with Neil, with Henry and his dad. Rumple and Neil, oh God, they had so much more to do together. It was just such a shame. Such a shame when they killed him off. Gone way too soon. You're absolutely right. You do you, Shell. I just don't want you to cut all of his scenes. It's not that I cut his scenes. It's just I don't really have a reaction. And when I edit, I'm not rewatching the episode. I'm like literally scrolling through and waiting till I see my face do something or me start talking. And if it's a scene where I just don't say anything, I don't include it. I still try to put 10 minutes of the episodes in. It's just, if I don't have a reaction, I don't have a reaction, Lewis, Hyde was cute. There were some moments with Hyde where I was like, oh, when he was like crushing on, what was her name? Mary. That was cute. He's not hard on the eyes. That voice though kills me. Whoa. It's so funny to me. It makes me laugh every time. Have I ever seen Starstruck? No, I haven't. Is that a TV show? Lewis, about David. Yeah, he wasn't my favorite either. He's okay. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. The best of Once Upon a Time are the women. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I also do not mind David. It's just he's not the most interesting character to me. This is my experience with the show. Like if I'm not shipping the same thing you ship, or if I'm not liking the character you like, it's not personal. It really isn't. It's just, everyone's got to have favorites, and I just sometimes don't have the most popular opinions when it comes to favorites. But I appreciate if you're sticking with me, it's a journey. Demon Smoke. I like FX's show Mayans MC and What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows is going to be watched at some point by me. I've seen the movie and it's fantastic. And I have heard excellent things about the show. And I haven't really done a comedy. So, yeah, that's coming sometime. Not anytime soon. I have so much to do, guys. I have so many shows to watch, but it will be watched at some point. Karen, which shows do you have to screen record in case we can help you get a download? Really, I was recording Manifest and Timeless because they were on Hulu, but I was just like, no, I'm gonna get a download of those. But really now the only thing I screen record is the MCU shows off of Disney Plus. Which I think I could probably find a download of those too, but I don't know. There's some ethical stuff there that they're huge corporations. I don't give a shit. I actually, I subscribe to their service. I should be able to find a download. Fuck off, Disney. But, you know how it goes. Romulus, are you holding out hope for Anne with an E season 4? I love the series finale, but I still need these characters in my life. I tried reading the book, but the diversity of the show is necessary for me. Yeah. I don't know. Netflix sometimes brings things back, but I don't know. The kids are getting older, but it would be cool to see them off at college. And I did like the finale, but there are a lot of things I left up in the air, specifically with Coquette. So I would love more just for that. But of course, I love Anne and Gilbert. I have not read the book, but if you watch my reactions to Anne with an A, you know that I come from the Canadian mini series with the Anne with an E world, the Anne of Green Gables world. So the diversity that they added with the more recent show has been a really huge part of why it's so good to me and why it was so successful to fans, why fans really responded to it. What they added enriched that world so well. So yeah, I do have no idea if they're going to do a season 4, but I would absolutely be here for it. Melissa, you adore Crowley. I don't know if adore is the word that I would use, but I really like him. Obviously, I'm not on his team, but boy, he adds something to the show. Whenever he shows up, it's just dynamic. And he has really good chemistry with the boys. Lewis, back in the day, is the thing that you say more often than you would like. You know what? I find myself saying it quite a bit these days. Time. Oh, time. It's fleeting these days. But aging's a gift. You got to keep that in mind. No rewatches for Hercules and Xena. I started to rewatch Xena as an adult with Emily like 6 years ago, maybe. And we just got busy and never, I think we got like through season 1 and then it just fell off. And we both liked it. And obviously I have a lot of nostalgia for it. We just haven't gone back to it. And I watched Hercules not as much as Xena, but I did watch it when it was airing. And, the Kevin Sorbo of it all has really ruined it for me. So I don't see myself going back to Hercules. But I do want to eventually go back and really rewatch Xena, because that is a show I haven't seen every episode because of how hard it was to watch every episode back in the day. Hi, Shelley. Thank you, Geekasaurus Rexy. What a name. Hi, back. Demon Smoke. I love season 4's episode 1 of Supernatural. I wonder why. I wonder what it could be. Could it be one of the most amazing characters of all time showed up? Is that why? Romulus. Netflix cancels my favorite shows since 8, The OA, Dark Crystal, and Anne. I've seen Anne. I feel like I've seen a scene or two of Sense 8, but I haven't seen any of the other ones. But I know they throw money around. If the show was quality, that's one thing that Netflix has not learned is they need quality shows, even if they're not the most popular, because their library is what's going to keep people coming back and staying subscribed to their service. And if it's a quality show, you need to let it run its course and be what it is. Stop canceling shows. That's such a network thing to do. You have all the money in the world, Netflix. Fuck off. These big corporations are gonna cancel me. And they actually could. But I have to say the things I have to say. Melissa, captivatingly Captain Swan. I get it. I know a lot of people like it. I don't mind it. It's just not interesting to me. I'm sorry. Don't come for me. I can only like what I like, you know? Scoos feel hello beautiful. That is very nice of you. Weird girl, hello. Recent subscriber here. Question: have you ever watched Doctor Who? And if not, would you consider doing reactions to it? It's one of your favorites. I know a lot of people like Doctor Who. I've not seen it. I'm honestly afraid to watch it because I don't know if it's exactly my kind of show, but I also don't have a lot to base that on because I've not seen it. But I'm just afraid I'm going to start it and not like it. But I like the idea of it, and I might actually really like it. I just haven't made that leap yet. And like I said, I've got so many shows that I'm watching and have scheduled to watch that at this point in time, I can't add anything new. I mean, obviously, if a Patreon requests it, then I'll watch it. But that's the only way it would happen anytime soon. Melissa, Supernatural fam protect many people. They give so much. Yeah, it's the community. I love Community and the show as well. But yeah, it's really nice to see a welcoming fandom. And Supernatural is absolutely that. Karen Omar, cry face, absolutely. No spoilers were at the show at all, but that show will rip your ass apart. It's just too real sometimes, and sometimes you're like, oh, I gotta collect myself before I can watch more. But it's, to me, The Wire is a necessary show. Like, everyone should watch it. It's just so quality. Phil, what would you like to see in the next season of Supernatural? And predict. Oh, Phil, I'll try to remember you asking this, but I'm doing my wrap up video in like 2 days, so I don't want to step on that. But I am excited for season 8. Like, really excited. Purgatory, like they're in purgatory. What am I supposed to do with that information? Anything can happen. But I'm excited. No doubt. Sophia, thank you very much. Karen, The Wire was the first time I saw Idris Elba. Now he's a superstar. I actually think I knew him before I watched it. I didn't watch the show as it was airing. I watched it on Netflix, or not Netflix, HBO. Back when it was HBO Now. And it was a hard show to binge. I really had to like pace myself with that show. But incredible. Incredible. Hello, 6775. David and Snow got boring after a while since they were always just too optimistic for me. I like their steadiness. I can count on them being there and being together and being happy and being the force that keeps them all together. But, she's had to miss a lot because of her pregnancies, and that is completely fine. I completely support her. But, she's had their storylines have had to take a backseat sometimes. And, there's a lot of compelling characters, so that's fine. I like the stability that they bring to the show. So I wouldn't call them boring. They're just, not the most dynamic of characters. Starstruck is a flick from Australia. It's incredibly fun. Not heard of it, but cool. Could I please react to Misha movies and shows? If a Patreon requests it, I have a Discord that has like a Patreon tier or little, I don't know, are they rooms, chat rooms? I don't know. But where some people like, hey, I'm in this tier, and does anybody have any suggestions? You can see if somebody will recommend something, or take one of your recommendations. But like I said, I cannot watch anything new right now. Something that's not already scheduled, at least. Do I speak Chinese or Vietnamese? Absolutely not. I can't even speak Spanish, and I took 3 years in high school. It's embarrassing. Have I seen Black Widow yet? I absolutely have. I saw it when I was on vacation, and I loved it. I loved it. Yelena, what a star she is going to be for the MCU. Cannot wait to see what they do with her. David Harbour was incredible. Yeah, it was just really enjoyable, and about 5 years too late. They really just should have done it after Civil War. I don't know why they did it. They didn't believe in her character. It's just, bullshit. I'm glad she sued them. Crowley is so fucking funny. He is so fucking funny. I totally agree. He is a great character. Xena in Rome Days was so hard to watch. I feel your pain. Geekosaurus Roxy. If you have Amazon Prime, Richard and Rob's show Kings of Con is on there. I don't have Amazon Prime. Fuck Jeff Bezos. That's how I really feel about it. But I could maybe find a download. I do not want to support Amazon in any type of way. So, maybe I could find it and watch it. Like I said, but with reactions, it's just try to ask somebody on Discord if they'll recommend it. If you really want me to watch something, that's the only way it's going to happen. Sophia, have I thought about doing Lucifer? It is something that I've thought about. It's probably something I'm going to watch eventually. I've heard good things and it looks good, but just got to add it to the long list that I already have. Daniel, I have not seen Avenue 5. Joao, I don't know how to say that. Joao, you love Zelena. Cool. She's, quite a character. I'll say that. She has some good one-liners. She absolutely does. Karen, I have not seen Battlestar Galactica, and I've heard really good things about that too. So I definitely want to. Castiel Forever, have you heard or think to react to Bridgewater podcast? I've heard of it, Misha's podcast, but I don't know how to react to a podcast, honestly. Like, how do you do that? I would have to do something else and listen to it, but I don't know if that makes for a good reaction. I don't know how the logistics of that would work. Who would even be into that? I'm gonna try and get you closer so I can see. Zelena and Regina are going to break you with baby Robin. I like their sisterhood. I'm glad they're growing into something. I'm glad that Zelena has tried to stop being actively evil, but she's got the evil queen whispered in her ear, so I don't know how that's gonna go. But yeah, I would like to see her in Regina with Baby Robin. But we haven't got a lot of Baby Neil, so I don't know if I expect a lot with Baby Robin. You know what I mean? I should watch the X-Files episode Taliko, Very Creeper. I'm gonna watch it. We just haven't got there yet. What season is it? Melissa, Angel was so sad in the 4th season. Yeah, I agree. Angel, like, obviously Buffy is my favorite show, and I've seen Angel and I like Angel. I really liked him when he was on Buffy. His show is good. But I never liked it near as much as I liked Buffy. But Angel also holds a very special place in my heart. And season 4 was quite sad, I agree. Federica, hello from Uruguay. Thank you. Thank you for liking my haircut. You guys have been really sweet. Uruguay, wow. Don't you love the internet? Like, I say that a little facetiously, but also the internet can really connect you to people you would never be connected to, and that's a special thing. So, hello. Weird girl. I get it if you're too busy at the moment, but for the future, a lot are hesitant to watch because of the sci-fi. But as someone who has seen it over 5 times, I can say it as every genre you can think of. Yeah, I'll probably get to it eventually. All I got is time. Oh, Lewis posted the link to the Discord. Thank you, Lewis. You're the best about this kind of stuff. So if you guys want to chit chat about all the shows and recommendations and all that stuff, check out the Discord. Shout out to Desiel OTP. She set it up for me. I believe her name Hasnay. I don't think she's here. Lewis, do you know how to pronounce her name? Shout out to her for setting up the Discord because I would have never known how to do that. Is Emily my sister or my friend? Oh, she's my friend. I have a sister, but Emily and I have been friends since 2013. So yeah, we're friends. She's the best. I was actually very surprised when she agreed to do reactions with me to the X-Files, but she's the best, so she did. And it's been a journey already. Getting through quarantine was tough, but we've got a good flow going now. Try to get at least one episode out a week when our schedule's lined up. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the X-Files. Melissa, Rumple is a tear fest. He needs a zap for poor Belle. He does. He absolutely does. Demon, you can speak Spanish. I'm so jealous. I've started doing Duolingo again. I really want to be fluent in it, but I feel like my brain has atrophied and I can't learn a new language at 35. But I'm going to try still. I know the basics, but I couldn't hold a conversation, which is so terrible. I live so close relatively to Mexico. Americans just don't value learning multiple languages like other countries do. We're the worst. As you can see by season 7 of Supernatural. We got read for filth. As we should. Daniel, David Boreanaz is the perfect male specimen. I absolutely agreed with you when I was 11 years old. I thought he hung the moon and the stars. Hasnay, okay. I'm gonna say Hasnay, but hopefully she'll correct me. But shout out to her for setting up the Discord. Okay, Cassiel forever is walking me through a podcast reaction. I mean, maybe I could do it. I don't know. It would be weird not having something to look at while I'm reacting. You know, some people react to like music, and I've listened to, I've done reactions with Jensen and his music, but there's always a video. So I don't know. I don't know. I might just stick to TV. It's what I know. But I do listen to podcasts, but actually not really. I don't listen to any like fiction podcasts. So it would be an experience for sure. Oh, Frederica's coming in hot with the Colin Donahue best specimen. Y'all can fight it out in the comments. Melissa, you like season 5 of Angel? Yeah, I mean, bringing Spike in. Spike's not my favorite character. People love Spike. I mean, I like Spike, but he's not my favorite. What happens when I sneeze? Like, you mean because of my nose ring? I mean, I just sneeze like normal. It stays put. Okay, I need to do lipstick. All right, yeah, I've been doing this for a while. I need to get started. It's already 9 my time. I got 3 episodes to watch. And Mare is an hour an episode. But yeah, if you're on YouTube, I watch a lot of shows on my Patreon that I don't post here because I don't want to do that editing. It would be just too much. Like if I actually finish a show off a Patreon request, I might end up editing it. But yeah, there's a lot of shows I'm watching there that I'm not watching on YouTube. By request only. Oh God, I hate putting on lipstick, but I love it. That comes as no shock to you guys that I love lipstick. It's the one thing that I'm extravagant about. I have too many lipsticks, but I'm pretty minimalist when it comes to everything else. So, can I have lipsticks? Can I have that? KVD Beauty, it's cruelty free. Ugh. Where is my concealer? Oh, I just got a text message from Emily. I'm supposed to go see her tomorrow. We're going to film an episode. That's why I'm filming tonight when I usually film my other stuff. Karen asks, who are my favorite Buffy characters? Buffy and Giles. Buffy and Giles. Melissa, purple lips. Sometimes I've got purple lips. Damn. You see, Emily was the one texting me last night when my phone was going off during Supernatural. So blame her for that. Blame her for me missing the Twister Castiel, like him playing Twister by himself. I just totally missed it because my phone pinged. So blame Emily. Oh, Sophia, you got to meet James Marsters? Cool. Yeah, he seems like a good dude. Uh, Vitor asked, or Daniel asked, what's my favorite season of Supernatural? I'll talk about it in my wrap up, but I'm gonna say 4. 4 and 5 are right there. Come on, they're right there. I just really liked the mystery of Sam's powers and like this new character Castiel and what's his deal, and we're dealing with all these angels now. And season 5 I would say is probably the best season, but my favorite season I think is 4. All right, I'm gonna finish up my lipstick and then get to watching some shows. So if you guys have any last questions, let's have them. Karen, season 4. Come on. Lucifer Rising. Oof. Also, season 4 is just like, well, season 4 and 5 will always hold like a really special meaning to me because of when I watched it, like during the pandemic. I was struggling and I was getting my emotions out through watching the show. I think you all could see that happening in real time. So, yeah, in the same way that Buffy is super important to me because of when I watched it as, a tween going into like figuring out life, for the first time. Having Buffy at that time was just so empowering to me. So, shows are shows get meaning to you of not just watching it, but when you watch it and where you're at in your life and how it like stays with you. Yeah, I used to struggle with the ranking of 4, 5, so you count them as a whole, Lewis. I get it. I go back and forth on it. But at the end of the day, I think I'll always come back to being like, oh, 4. 4 was so, so wild. Daniel, 5 was the perfect season, had the best ending of all seasons beside the first. I'll fight you on that. I like Lucifer Rising more. But I totally respect that. Like season 5, like I said, season 5 is probably the best season. Like quality, 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 quality. Yeah, really good. Season 4 and 5 are just of a piece. Like I said with The Wire, season 3 and 4 being some of the best television of all time. Like 4 and 5 is Supernatural. Man, what a time. Robert, season 4 is the correct answer. Look, it's where I'm at. It's where I'm at. Being pulled to hell is so out of context with show. What do you mean, Melissa? Daniel, you got 5 for you. I get it. I totally respect 5. I respect you if you have a different season. There's not a season I've watched so far that I don't like. And you know what? Y'all can fight me on season 7 too. I like 7. Yeah, Castiel forever. I'm glad I didn't know, like you guys know, that Castiel was coming back. I didn't see that promo, but a couple people did tell me about the scene with Dean um, when he's talking to Castiel, and he said that he always knew he would come back. That wasn't in the show, but someone sent me the link and I watched it, and that would have been cool to be in the show. But I really liked how it worked in the episode with how they did it. Just him having that in his trunk. A moment, a moment. Um, my favorite season of Once Upon a Time. Well, you'll see in my wrap up once it posts to YouTube. Probably, I think it's next week. I can't remember, but it is 3 for me as well. 3 and then 4 for sure. Neverland, like, that was just a great time in the show. Demon Smoke season 4 for sure. Okay, my season 4 people are here. Lewis, you came here after the finale of the show, but you started with Supernatural during the pandemic, so it really helped. Oh wow, Lewis, I would have thought you had been in the fandom. But yeah, we're newbies, but I feel like I've been here forever. Like Supernatural is already ingrained into my soul. Melissa, I love Will too. Anytime he shows up, I'm like, Will! And he just showed up. Was it the last episode? So that was fun. Demon Smoke, I like season 7 too. Like, yeah, man, season 7 has a lot going for it. It's not my favorite. It's not close to my favorite, but I liked it. Melissa, Crowley proves hell is not all brimstone. I mean, it's a lot of negotiation, it's a lot of deals, but he is letting some shit go down. If you're the king of hell and you're allowing torture forever, sorry, I'm not down with that. There's people down there for deals where, like, Bella is down there. Have y'all ever thought, like, I'm sure a lot of you have, but Bella, who had a really traumatic childhood and didn't know how to work that out yet within herself. But does she deserve to be in hell forever being tormented? And Crowley is the overseer of that. So, Crowley's not a good dude. He's fun though. Philippe, Supernatural is the best show. Man, I love me some Supernatural. I think that is very, very evident. Melissa, he makes the hell storyline really fun. I think I prefer him to Lucifer. Daniel, you were mad with season 7 with wasting Godstiel, but in retrospect, not a bad season overall. Purgatory season was great too, which is, I guess, season 8. Yeah, I mean, I get it. The promise of what happened in the finale of season 6, I had high expectations of what that was going to look like, but I think they just didn't know what to do with such a souped up character. Where do you take that? And I wish he would have come into the season sooner than episode 17, but when he showed up, it was such an amazing moment. The longer he stayed gone, the more excited I was that he was back. So, he's back, and that's all I need. But I totally get not liking season 7 if you just don't like it. But for me, I liked it. Peter Pan was the best villain, Frederica. What villain is better than Pan? Tell me. Who else y'all got? Who is even a contender? Love season 4, episode 5, monster movie. That was a fun episode. Seems like forever ago, but yeah, I liked it too. Lewis, episode 3, the team up with Frankenstein and Jekyll was a cool moment. I totally agree. Bringing those like classic monsters together, really cool. Danny, you really like the Oz story from Buffy? Oh no, you mean the Oz of Once Upon a Time. Yeah, I did too. Yeah. Season 4, I really season 4 too. It's second for me. Demon Smoke, Universal Monsters. Yeah, I know. They did what Universal couldn't. Justice for Bella, Robert every day. Bella I would put her up there with one of the most underused characters this show had. Should have kept her around or brought her back. I really liked Bella. Everybody else gets to come back. Bring Bella back. Oh, Wolveraza? Your kids got you into Supernatural? Your kids are smart. And you agree with every decision Dean makes? I don't know if I'd say that. I tend to agree with Sam quite a bit, but Y'all know I love me some Dean. Woof. Woof. Robert, in your head, Bella became a crossroad demon and lived happily ever after. Well, I guess that's the best you can do. Being in hell is to join the team, but then you become part of the relay race that is evil spinning its circle. So I don't I mean, I don't know. I have complicated feelings about that one. Frederica, absolutely shout out to Robert Carlyle. I don't know if another actor would have made him still likable after all this time of him being so terrible. I don't know if I could have kept rooting for another actor playing that role. So he is absolutely to be commended. Castile Forever for you, season 4, 5, and 11 are your favorites. I like when people say like later seasons are their favorite because that gets me hyped that I've got some really good stuff coming. Geekosaurus Rexy, Changing Channels will always and forever be your favorite episode. That was a great episode and my first drunk reaction. Yeah, I think it was my first. What a time. What a concept. And WandaVision has a lot to thank for that because Supernatural did it first. Excuse me. Oh no, I can't lose my voice. I've still got 3 episodes to watch. Okay, Sophia, you posted a new Misha panel to the compilation reaction. Awesome. Danny, I have 2 cats. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I've got a long night ahead of watching shows. So thanks for being here. Thanks for all your questions. Had a good time. Got an hour out of it. Y'all can go back and watch if you missed anything. But yeah, so thanks for chatting about TV with me and watching it with me and going on all these different journeys that I've had since I've started this thing. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys being here. So Lewis, have a good night. Daniel, have a good night. I'll see you guys later.